right, boys and girls, I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I know that hopefully I am at work because I'm recording this ahead of time. But today's issue is going to be issue 2 of the Let's Build the Millennium Falcon. As you saw in yesterday's video, I actually did the overview of the whole booklet, but I'm going to go over the build in a little more detail. So in the upper corner, you have your components checklist, being the quad laser turret, the control console, instrument display, hologram table, the game board, 2 pieces of frame. You get 3 2-hole connectors, 3 4-hole connectors. You get 12 plus 2 spares of the fixing screws, and then you get the screwdriver, which happens to be this guy. It's kind of cool. Going over the rest of the first sheet, you also have gotten in the quad laser turret, that portion. We'll go over that in detail. The game board and the display table, or the hologram table. You get instrument panels, which are going to go here, and they have diagrams of which sections go where. You get more frame pieces, and then here is the details on the screws. And I keep bringing this up because you do end up getting extras, and it's good to keep track of them. On the next section, we actually have the breakdown of the assembly for the frame, and you can see that this is showing you where the 4-hole connectors, the 2-hole connectors go to, with instructions on how to do them together. I'm going to do those here shortly. And then you attach the piece that came in pack number 1. On the last section, you actually get a shot of the framework from the real Falcon. The easy assembly of the game board. I'm not going to be doing that in this table because I actually have a water decal that's going to be going on there. But it's just a sticker that goes on. I might actually end up ordering on Shapeways. There's a 3D printed version that actually has fiber optics that come up. So instead of the dots that they have on here, you can actually have it lit, and I like that idea. You have the instructions for putting in the instrument panel and mounting the laser cannon. Alright guys, so as promised, here's a breakdown of everything that came in pack number 2. You get the 2 frame pieces that came with it. You get the game board, the game table, which is nice and weighty. Like I said, I'm not going to attach the sticker, but it just attaches on like so. I actually have a water slide decal that goes on there, and I haven't determined if I'm going to do the 3D printed or not. And then you get the control panel, which is for the cockpit. Does have holes in here for lighting, I believe. It's that or the control sticks. Now, I haven't peeled the backing off, but this is really thick. So you might want to be cautious with that, maybe at lifting over time. But all of this is actually getting replaced with photo etch in mine, so I probably won't end up using that. Now this is the piece of a lot of debate, and I'm bringing you guys up close so we can discuss this debate. Now as you can see, it actually has molded in gouges for blast marks in here, and some detail that's supposed to be burn marks. It's not very good. If you've seen the photos of the actual model replica, you can see, you know, they just mask off and painted, and it's not really that different than the original. It's pretty much the same way. It was kind of done quickly, kind of messy. I mean, they didn't do any real quick shot or real close shots, but you can see like the overspray over here. Not real clean lines, things like that. I think they went a little overboard with this. I'm not sure what this part is. I mean, I know that they did. This has texture where the rest doesn't, and then it's like sanded down right here. So I'm probably going to sand that down and fix that. We're going to add more detail, more realistic detail for blast marks on here. So your cannon, your laser cannons actually plug in right here. This is the piece that has been much debated. So when you get it out of the package, it's like this. Now I've already popped this out. As you can see, there's a notch in there there's a notch here, right there. And they instruct that it should go this way. But if we nip that little sumbitch off right there, it should go just like that. That's how it should look. For this version, it should be sitting just like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break everything out of pack 1, pack 2. I'm going to start this, throw the assembly together, show you guys how that goes, and then we're going to move on. All right, real quick, I'm going to cut to this. I just popped on the laser cannon, and as you can see, this is how it ends up looking. Nice and sharp. Looks a lot better with all those seams cleaned up. If that camera would stay focused. All right, so here we are with the pieces that were in packet number 2. You can see our connector joints. You can see our smaller connector joints. Now, one of the nice things, if you guys can see this, though I know it's upside down, is each of the frame parts are marked TF01, TF02. So that way, if things get jumbled up, you can always go back and easily find them and not have to mess with the puzzle. Here we also have our thing of screws. So the first connector that we're going to end up doing, and you do not want to cinch these down until you have everything all together. You just want to loosely place them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screws in all these pieces, let you guys watch that, and then we'll come back. All right, boys and girls, and there we are with that part. I'm super stoked to get this part of the frame, actually any part of the frame, getting started on there. You know, I have to say, I am very pleased with how tight the screws snug down there and how tight the tolerance is for those going on there. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave me comments, things that you'd like to see, things that you'd like to see differently down below. But as you can see, these just press in the frame pieces. So I am not sure whether they are supposed to be glued on at a later point or what the situation is with that, but we will find that out as we move along. I know that they don't yet because there's still more pieces that end up getting attached to here, mainly because I already know that there's more frame to go. All right, guys, so everyone have a good rest of your Friday. Like I said, if you like what you see, you want to see more of this series, definitely hit that like button right over here somewhere, I think, and the subscribe button, which I think is over here somewhere, and you know, stay tuned. I will talk to you guys all later. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, YouTube.